Hello everyone, good morning. In previous video we discussed the algorithm part. Means algorithm means what is the use of algorithm, why we write down the algorithm. So we have discussed in previous video structure of an algorithm. Means what is the structure of an algorithm, how we can write down the algorithm in step by step. See, there are 5 steps. Step 1, to start the program, means starting of the algorithm. We can start using the write down the start. Then step 2 is read the inputs, means whatever inputs you are using in your program, so declare that inputs in step 2. Then step 3 is write down the conditions or mathematical formula, whichever mathematical formula or which conditions you are using in your program, so write down in step 3. Then step 4, in step 4 according to whatever formula or whatever conditions you have written and whatever inputs you have given to the computer for processing, according to that you will get the result. Whatever result you will get, you can print, means you can write down on the step 4, means print the result using printf statement. Print the result in step 4. Then last step is step 5, stop the algorithm. Using write down the at the end of the algorithm means stop. These are the 5 steps we are following to write down any particular algorithm. So this is the structure of an algorithm. Today we will see the examples of an algorithm. See here, examples of an algorithm. This is the first one example of an algorithm. Write an algorithm to display a simple message. See, if you want to display any simple message on monitor screen, then how we can write down the algorithm? See here, this is a simple message to print any message on the monitor screen. Step 1 is start. You have seen the structure of an algorithm. According to that structure, we will write down the algorithm of any particular program. Step 1 is start. Then step 2 is whatever message you want to print on the monitor screen, you can write down in step 2, because here is no inputs and any conditions or no any mathematical formula. Directly we display the message on the monitor screen. So step 2 is print. Using print hello world, whatever message you want to print, write down in this print hello world, means hello world will print on the monitor screen. Then step 3 is stop the algorithm. See, this is a process to write down the algorithm. This is only display a simple message, means only to display a message on the monitor screen. So this is the example of and display the message on the monitor screen. Then second one, see here, this is the second example of an algorithm. Write an algorithm to add two numbers using input statements. Means give the input to the computer to addition, then give two numbers to the computer for processing, then it will add the two numbers. See here, step 1 is start the algorithm. Then step 2 is means whatever input you will give to the computer for processing. So declare that inputs in step 2. So step 2, read num1 and num2, means read two numbers. We required here, if you want to calculate means addition of two number, we required here two numbers. So number 1 and number 2. So read the inputs, means we are using here inputs number 1 and number 2. Whatever inputs you are using in your program, so declare in the step 2, read num1 num2. Then step 3, step 3 is mathematical formula or any conditions. We are using here addition mathematical formula. So write down that addition mathematical formula in step 3. Addition equals to num1 plus num2, means we are adding here number 1 and number 2. So addition equals to number 1 plus number 2. This is the mathematical formula. Then step 4 is print, means whatever information you have given to the computer, we have written here mathematical formula also. According to this mathematical formula, whatever inputs you have given to the computer, it will calculate using the formula. means we will get here result. See here, addition equals to num1 plus num2. We have given the input to the computer number 1 and number 2. So for example, see here, I have given the number 1 value is 1, number 2 value is 2. So 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 how much? It is 3. So addition equals to 3, means that 3 result it will print on the monitor screen. In step 4, whatever result we get here, we will display in we will declare in step 4. Step 4 is print addition, means whatever number we get here, we will print on the monitor screen. So print addition. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So print 3. Then step 5 is stop the algorithm. This is the these are the steps to write down the algorithm. According to these steps, we will write down any particular program's algorithm. Then third example is write an algorithm to find even or odd numbers. Even or odd numbers means what? Even or odd numbers, even numbers means which are even numbers, which are odd numbers. Even numbers means those numbers which are multiplied by 2 and remainder is 0. If you multiplied any particular number, then its remainder is 0, then that numbers are even, means and odd numbers means if you divided by 2, remainder is 1, so that numbers are odd numbers. For example, even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These are even numbers. And odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7. These are odd numbers. See here, if you divided by 2, that odd numbers, if you divided by 2, remainder comes 1. So if you divided by even numbers, the remainder comes 0. So that numbers are even and that numbers are odd. So we will write down the algorithm. See here, step 1 is start the algorithm. Then step 2 is read the whatever inputs you are using in your program. So declare that inputs in step 2. Read n means read the numbers. Then step 3 is, see here, we are using here conditions. We are using here if conditions, means whatever condition or mathematical formula you are using in your program, so declared in step 3. So if n% 2 is equals to 0. What is the meaning of this? If n% 2 means n divided by 2, and it's not percentage sign, n divided by 2. What is the meaning of n divided by 2? Means whatever inputs you have given to the computer, means whatever number you have given to the computer for processing, that number is divisible by 2 and its remainder is 0. That number is a even number. If any number you have written and it is divided by 2 and its remainder is not 0, so that number is a odd number. So we will find any particular number is even or odd using this condition. Step 3 is if condition n% 2 is equals to 0. Go to step 4, otherwise step 5. See here, if you have given input to the computer, it will check this condition. If this condition is true, the followed part is executed, means step 4 is executed. If whatever number you have given to the computer for processing, if it's a even number, means its remainder is 0, the condition is true. If the condition is true, then go to the statement 4, means it will print the number is even, means whatever input you have given to the computer, that number is a even number, means it will print that number is a even number. See, if you have written any odd number here, if n% 2 is see, for example, if n means 4%, 4 divided by 2 is equals to 0. See here, 4 is divisible by 2. Yes, 2 is a 4. So remainder comes 0. So 4 is the even number, means it will print the number on the monitor screen. Print 4 is a even number. See here, if I have given the input to the computer, for example 3. See, if 3 divided by 2 is equals to 0, No, because 3 is not divisible by 2. Because if you divide 3 by 2, then remainder comes 1. See, 2 1 is a 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So remainder is 1. If the condition is false, then go to the step 5. It comes to the means step 4 is skip. It comes to the step 5, print number is odd, means I have given the input to the computer 3. So 3 is a odd number. It will print the message on the monitor screen. Then step 6 is stop the algorithm. See, like this your program is working. Means before executing any program, we can write down this algorithm in step by step, means how it will work according to the step by step. It shows the running of the program. Then fourth one example is write an algorithm to find factorial of a given number. Factorial, if you want to find out the factorial of any particular number, factorial means what? See, if you have given the input to the computer, see, if you have given the 3 factorial means the multiplication of that number and the previous number, that is called as a factorial. So write down the algorithm. Step 1 is start the algorithm. Step 2 is means whatever input you are giving to the computer for processing, read that inputs, means read the numbers. And step 3 is whatever formula or whatever conditions you are using in your program, so declared in step 3. So we are using here for condition. For I is equals to 1, I is less than or equals to n, I plus plus. Okay, I is incremented. This is a for condition. Step 4 is for fact equals to fact into I. Means whatever if the condition is true, it will execute the loop once again. This for condition I equals to 1, I is less than equals to n, I is less than or equals to n, this is a condition. If the condition is true, it will execute it again and again. If the condition is false, this working of this condition looping statement is stop here, means whatever result we get up to, that result will print on the monitor screen. Step 4 is fact into fact into I. And then step 5 is next I, means if this loop is true, if the condition is true, this loop is executed again and again. If the condition I equals to I is less than or equals to n, if this condition is false, see here, if this is a condition I is less than or equals to, if this condition is true, this loop is executed again and again. So if this condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So it will means what, up to that whatever result we get, it will print on the monitor screen. Print factorial means whatever number we get here using this formula, then whatever result we get, it will displayed on the monitor screen. So print factorial. Then step 7 is stop the algorithm of the program. See, these are the steps we are writing the algorithm according to this. So these are the examples of an algorithm, means how we can write down the algorithm of any particular program. So characteristics of an algorithm we will discuss in next class.